Hey guys, for this episode of 6-Star Justification, we have Purian the Water Inferno. Now, this is a unit I used all the time when I was first starting out in the game. Everyone was using Bernard, I was using Purian. He was my attack bar buffer I was using pretty consistently up until I was forced to move to Bernard. And then, of course, I pulled a couple Tianas, and I've been using them since. What I've done is I've ruined him up to how he was kind of before. The runes aren't exactly the same, but it's pretty close. I got him a little bit faster than he originally was, but he'll be fine at showing off what we can do. What makes Purian special is he's got a pretty unique set of skills. So the first skill is attacks an enemy with a strong smashing blow. On critical hit, this attack increases your attack bar by 30%. So if he crits on his first skill, he's increasing his own attack bar, which is really nice in an attack bar buffer. Skill 2. Pierces an enemy with a sharp ice pillar. This attack receives 50% critical rate bonus and stuns the enemy for 1 turn when the attack lands as a critical hit. So he already gets a crit bonus on his second skill by 50%. So if you're a 50% crit, it's basically 100% crit on the second skill. And it's a 2-turn cooldown and a freeze. So he's got crowd control, he's got attack bar boost for himself, and then his third skill is fills the attack bar of allies by 50% and increases their critical rate for 3 turns. So he's a 50% attack bar buffer and increases crit rate, which is amazing when you need it, because a lot of buffers, like a Megan, hers is just attack bar or attack power and defense, or like Bastat, which is somewhere over here. Somewhere, probably already went past her like 3 times. Bastat. Hers is the attack power and the shield, or even using him with someone like a Chasoon, who just does attack power. So you're getting that crit buff from your crit buffer and not from anywhere else. So you don't have to bring like a Seek, for instance. You could bring like a healer or something, or like a Chasoon or a Megan for a double buff, and he's able to buff. And then his leader skill is 23% crit rate for all water attribute. So he's got attack bar boost on critical hit when he buffs himself's crit. So if you have 70% crit, that means he's increasing his own attack bar basically every turn. Or he can be freezing someone if you have 50% crit, because 100% crit, and it's going to, sorry, not freeze, it's a stun. So it's a stun, an attack bar boost for himself, and then a 50% attack bar boost for everyone else. So his kit is actually really good. I really like his kit. I mean, it's one of the few monsters in the game who's got a good usable skill on every single ability, and he's a booster who boosts his own attack bar, so it means he's going to get more turns over time. He awakens into that leader skill. And then for runes, I just have him on Swift Revenge at the moment. He is speed, he is crit rate, and he is attack. And again, these are the stats I have. I want some high attack on him because those first 2 skills do a pretty good amount of damage. He is an attack monster, and his multipliers are pretty good. I have 62% crit rate, so I'm a little bit off max crit rate on the first skill, and I'm over max crit rate for the second skill. So he's always critting that second skill, and we're getting a little bit on that first skill. That's why I have crit rate on 4, because I'm worried about getting him fast, because obviously I want him taking turn 1. So I'm worried about getting him fast, be able to boost up, and then hopefully we'll be able to get a kill. So we're going to take him into some arena matches and some Guild War matches and show off some teams that we used to use with him before we replaced him. It's reset week, so I'm a little bit lower than I normally would be before, but this is a pretty good team I can use this team against. This used to be my main arena offense. I used to be able to get C3 with this team pretty consistently when I used to rush. My Purian, obviously, if he got outsped, we'd be in trouble. But here's how it pretty much works. So we're going to go ahead and Adrenaline. We're going to go ahead and power up. There we go, that crit buff. Kali's going to go ahead and Tectonic Shift and get attack buff out for us. Lucian's going to go ahead and Ant Magic. Let's see if we get messed up by some math. Nope, we don't. And then we're going to go ahead and Dark Dragon attack. Bam, bam, bam. And then let's go ahead and Pierce, and we get the kill. So it's a really good team. Everyone's basically an attacker, including my booster. So let's see if we can't find... Let's try this team. I don't know if it's going to work because of the Praha, but Prahas I used to dodge all the time. Because we got attack speed plus Praha. So let's see if it cuts in between. It might. So let's go ahead. Let's God of Fire. Let's go ahead. Ant Magic. And let's go ahead. Dark Dragon attack. We hit that Praha. Oh, we got ignoring the Praha. Let's go ahead. Stun that Theo. And we're able to get that kill. So it's a quick, clear arena offense team. Obviously making use of Faye's leader skill. Making use of Kali as our damage dealer. And making use of, obviously, Illusion. That team I would do if Leo wasn't there, because the one downside of this team is it can get Leo'd real easily, and I'm not going to go against any other speed teams. Speed teams are the downside for this team. I can beat most teams, but if they outspeed me, I'm going to be in some real trouble. So let's try here against a Perna and a Wind Panda. And we got an Orion, so let's go ahead and Adrenaline up. Let's go ahead and God of Fire. Let's go ahead, let's Ant Magic. Alright, let's see if we can't get some kills here. So we got a kill on the Wind Panda. That was the only thing we killed, though, so we might be in trouble. We're going to go ahead. You know, this kind of doesn't make sense. We're going to use first skill on Perna. We just want to kill her once. Even though we could have just dropped... Oh, no, we couldn't have dropped Theo. Okay, Theo hadn't moved yet. Thought Theo had moved already. So Theo moves, that's okay. We're going to go ahead. We're going to Tectonic Shift. Oh, we didn't get the kill on Perna. Maybe this Pierce will kill Perna. 8,000, got the kill. My Kali is pretty weak right now. We can go ahead, Shadowless Kick. Kill that Theo. Bam. We've already got her boost up again. We can boost up. And we're able to get that kill on Orion. So, it was a really effective offense for me. Able to clear most teams. The problems I had with it were, of course, your Prahas, your super tanky teams, and anything that was like a super speed team. Like, here's a pretty tanky team. It's a little riskier here because of that Veramos. But let's see if we've got enough speed advantage where that's not going to matter. Boom. And let's go ahead and Dark Dragon attack. That main threat is that Veramos. He goes down. We're going to go ahead and try to stun that Chloe so we don't get Fnatic out. Alright, let's go ahead. Can we get the kill on Chloe? 23,000. He's so weak. So weak. Let's increase our own attack bar. Let's go ahead and we're just going to Shadowless Kick Jasoon. We're going to go ahead, attack Jasoon, see if we can't get the kill on her. Let's go ahead, buff up again. Boom. Boom. Jasoon should die. And let's go ahead. We can just keep increasing our own attack bar. Just keep increasing our own attack bar. We're going to be able to buff again next turn. Let's see if we can't get Faye to defense break and proc. She didn't proc. Alright, we're going to go ahead and God of Fire this turn because we've got Adrenaline back up again. And then we can go ahead and Ant Magic again. And we go ahead, Dark Dragon attack, and it's over. So, even a pretty tanky team like that, it was really easy for me to use this speed team when I was first starting out in the game, and pretty much all the way up till C3, and then I started getting some better units to use, and then speed does become a factor with Purian, but I'll talk about that at the end. But let's go in some Guild Wars, and let's see what we can do with some teams. Alright, so someone's using Immensity, Copper, and Bulldozer. So for me, that's a pretty good team. We're going to go ahead and just Lucian. Or we might lose our Lucian, but that's okay. But we're going to go ahead and be able to use Purian. So he works basically the same as any buffer. He works really well with Galleon. Obviously, when you get up to like G3, where we are most of the time, or even against a team like this, that Will Runes right there kind of kills you, because if you're trying to go like Galleon and then go into... Wow, my Lucian's so bad he didn't even crit. Wow. We might get lucky and not have... Well, no, we're probably still going to have Lucian die, aren't we? Yeah, Lucian's still going to die. I don't think that we're going to get soloed by this Immensity. We might, you never know. But, I mean, the real nice thing is I can just keep stunning him like over and over again and then increase my own attack bar. And I'm just getting so many turns at this point, it's hard for him to even really make a move. Because there we go, 50% attack bar again. We push him back. Dead. Boom. Dead. So we lost our Lucian, but we were kind of expecting that to happen. Alright, so here's another good team I can use him against. It's Kumin, Veramos, and Fire Panda, so fire heavy team. I can use them in a team with like my Varad and kind of do a little turn denial. So don't really let them take too many turns when getting first turn. And then he's going to take so many turns, and we're going to get so many turns that hopefully we are able just to win through basically getting so many turns. That's the game plan. So let's see what happens here. Of course, this only works if you get first turn, which I think we should. We do. So let's go ahead and get first turn. So already, problem is that Kumin's got Will Runes, but we should be able to get Veramos. Okay, we got a defense break on him. Let's go ahead and 0 anyways. And of course, it doesn't happen to the one person we needed to. Let's go ahead and try to stun that Veramos. Can we get a freeze on both of them? Beautiful. And we'll just keep getting some turns with... There we go. So we can get that crit buff up again. Should be able just to hit right through that shield. Veramos is down. Let's work on this Kumin a little bit. Let's see if we can't stun the Panda. Okay, the Panda's on revenge. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so we know the Panda's on revenge, so we know we don't want to attack him right now until we get him frozen again. So let's keep getting some more turns. Let's go ahead. So we killed that Kumin. Can we get the freeze? Beautiful. Well, let's go ahead, speed up. Bam. And we shall just get our speed up a little bit again. Let's try to get the stun. Beautiful. And kill. Oop. Kill. So, turn denial team works is that we're just going, trying to get as many turns as possible and not let them move. And with him increasing his own attack bar, it's a lot easier to do that. Alright, so we're going to try a team down at the bottom using Kali and Rakan. So the goal here is that I'm going to speed up. I'm going to use Kali's immunity, invincibility. Rakan's going to bring his own attack buff and immunity. So he should be able to tank that the Dark Desert Queen. And hopefully we'll be able to get some kills on that Perna pretty quick. So that's the goal, so let's see how it works out. Alright, so here we are. So we outsped both the Dark Desert Queen and Chasoon. So let's go ahead and Adrenaline speed up. Let's go ahead and protect ourselves. And we're going to go ahead Unleash Fury. We're actually going to go ahead and taunt Chasoon. Oh, I was hoping she'd proc. Okay, we're going to try to go for the stun on Perna. We did not stun Perna, that's okay. Okay, she went for Kali. Let's see if we can't kill the first Perna. So first Perna's down. Let's pop up a little bit. Of course that would happen. Let's see, let's do a little bit more work on Perna. Let's see if we can't get a stun and maybe even a kill on Perna. Beautiful, Perna's down. There's Curse the Beautiful, that's what we were worried about. Now let's go ahead and speed up. I think Kali's got third skill. So I think we'll be okay. She does not, which is not good. It probably means she's dead. Unless we can stun this thing. Nope, we can't stun that thing. Let's see if we can't provoke Chasoon. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We are going to go ahead and we don't need Colleen anymore, so let's just Tectonic Shift. Okay, somehow she stayed alive, which I'm not positive how, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead, God of Fire again. See if we can't stun this thing. Oh wait, she can't, that's right, she can't get stunned. Let's go ahead and use first skill, and boom, so got the kill. So, same kind of concept, outspeed, try to get the kill, but right now we just use a couple different types of nukers, and kind of based off what the other person's using. Alright, so that's Purian. I mean, I think he's a really good monster. He's got a great kit. He's very underused, mostly for his base speed being 97. Because you want your buffers to have high base speed, because Swift set, they get a little bit more bonus speed off of that, and then also you don't have to try to make up speed against someone else. He's 14 speed slower than a Bernard, which is pretty significant considering you're talking like that'd be a 300 speed Bernard and then we're talking 286 speed Purian on the same runes. Actually, probably even 284 speed Purian on the same runes. So that's a big chunk of speed that he's missing. But if you need a secondary buffer, that's what I see him more as. I don't see him being a main speed buffer unless you've got unbelievably good runes. But as you can see, he gets lots of turns. So once turn 1 is, like, if you win the speed battle turn 1, he's going to win the speed battle overall because he's proccing himself extra turn, or not really extra turns. He's proccing himself extra attack bar on his first skill. He's got crowd control on his second skill, and then 50% buff, so it means he's taking a turn faster on his third. So overall, I really like the unit. I just don't really have a use for him anymore, but I think he's a unit that a lot of people definitely overlook, and that's something that they might be able to use. So let me know if you think I was just fine 6-starring him. And if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.